You want to get crazy explosive so you can do this? But there is one problem. You forgot to implement force absorption into your phase 1 training. Well, we have a lot of catch up to do. Let's get right into it. If you want to hit absolute missiles on the golf course, swing a baseball or softball bat really fast, or throw absolute jet fuel from the mound while reducing the risk for injury, well, training your force absorption does just that. It sets up the foundation to become explosive while reducing the chance we have for injury. Think of it as knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. The first step of force absorption is improving our eccentric strength. The eccentric movement is when the muscle is lengthening while producing force. Breaking that down even further, eccentric strength is the load before the explode. Fun fact, we are stronger eccentrically than we are concentrically, which means we can lower weight a lot better than we can lift it. With that being said, during normal weight training movements, we are working both eccentrically and concentrically. That means if we are using a weight we can lift concentrically, then we are sub-maximally loading our bodies eccentrically. A way for us to work around that is to train heavy eccentrics unilaterally, which means 1 arm or 1 leg, and 2 legs or 2 arms concentrically. We can also use different speeds during our eccentric training. We can use slow eccentrics, which is time under tension, or we can use fast eccentrics, which is load and explode. So, essentially, eccentric training will translate to how much force we can absorb with our body, which is a prerequisite for any type of training that we want to do. But what if I told you that is only half the battle? The other half is our rate of force absorption, which is also called our eccentric rate of force development. The stretch shortening cycle is our body's way of using a spring-like mechanism. When you quickly stretch your muscles, think bending your knees before you jump, your muscles store energy. Then when you release that stretch, the stored energy is used to make your movements faster and more powerful, just like a spring bouncing back with extra force when it is stretched and released. If you can produce force faster and more efficiently, you can also make a bigger impact when the bat or the club make contact with the ball. So that means if we waste valuable ground contact time with slow absorption phases, we are left with less time to produce force concentrically, and you know what that means? No bounce, no explosion, and no speed. But if we can absorb force quickly, then we can allocate more of that ground contact time to force production. At the end of the day, you have to realize there are levels to this, and if we don't progress these levels appropriately, we'll never become crazy explosive.